Hey, my name is John, and I'm CEO and co-founder of Buzzit. Today, I'm here to show you how to stream from Zoom to your Buzzit event site. But why on earth would you want to do such a thing? Well, most of our customers have 10 or more speakers. If you have to train them all on some event platforms, custom streaming service, that could take you an hour, 2 hours each. That's days of your life that you don't need to waste. So let's look at an easier way. So I'm going to share my screen. And what I'm going to show you is an infographic that we've created. It's on the Buzzit help page. And so we'll look at it full screen. And so this is going to walk you through live streaming from Zoom to Buzzit using YouTube. So the requirements here, all you're going to need is a verified YouTube channel. Those are easy to get. And you need a licensed Zoom account with live streaming enabled. So step one, let's get into it. Oh, and I'm going to start the timer here. I keep forgetting about this. I want to see how long this actually takes. All right. Okay, let's go. So schedule a YouTube live stream. So let's go into YouTube. There we go. I can't even find that. YouTube. So we just want to click the create button in the upper right-hand side and click go live. Now, don't worry, when you click that, you're not going to be live on YouTube. Okay. But click go live. And it's going to take a minute to load. I don't know why. Enough time to have a drink. Pro tip, if you want to drink in the morning, put it all in a coffee cup and nobody will be the wiser. Okay, so next button, clicking scheduled stream, again in the upper right-hand side. It's going to ask if I want to reuse old settings. No, I don't. I want to show you. Let's click create new. And title, I recommend doing some tests yourself. So I'm on live stream test 06 here because I like to do this a lot, make sure nothing's changed. You don't have to do anything else on this page. I'm going to add a thumbnail just so it looks good when we actually make it. So I recommend using your event graphic if you've already got one. Otherwise, you can use a placeholder. You can change it later. No, it's not made for kids because I'm having that drink, right? Just kidding. So next, in this window, deselect chat. Buzzit has its own chat, and it's 10 times better than YouTube. I'll tell you in another video why. Click next. Then you have your choice of privacy options. I would recommend unlisted if you're trying to create some exclusivity in your event, or public if you're trying to get as many people in the door as possible. Don't use private because that'll make people log into YouTube, and you don't want that. Set the date for, let's go with 3 p.m. margarita hour at John's house. Okay. So it's going to bring up this screen that looks pretty horrible, honestly, but just don't look at it. You only need 3 things, and the infographic is going to tell you what those things are. So let's go back here. So we're going to need these 3 things. And step 2 is create a scheduled Zoom meeting. So let's create that Zoom meeting now. So we go over to my Zoom window. So if you go to zoom.us in your browser and log in, this is what it's going to show you. Your meetings page here is where you want to be, and click schedule a meeting. You've probably done this a million times before. I'm just going to name it the same as we named the video to keep things clean. So live stream test 06. You don't need to change anything else on this page. I will say you're not going to need registration because you can do because attendees are going to show up on Buzzit. They're not going to go through your Zoom registration. So click save. When you click save, the screen's going to refresh. As soon as it comes back up, scroll to the bottom, and that is where you will find your live streaming options. Here's where the magic happens. And so if you, just in case you can't see this, you will need to go into your Zoom settings and enable live streaming, and then create a new meeting. Okay. But I've enabled it. So let's click configure custom live streaming service. And so now we're going to need 3 items. The first one Zoom is asking for is stream URL. So let's go back to YouTube to find that. It's down here for some reason. There's no contrast. Nobody can read that, but it's here. You click copy. It goes to the clipboard. Back into Zoom. I'm going to hit Control V on my keyboard here, and that's 1 item done. Item 2, stream key, back to YouTube. This is the super secret stream key. Don't share yours with anybody. I don't know why, but smarter people can probably give you the answer. I can't. Live streaming page URL. I can tell you the answer here. This thing is hidden. You want to click the arrow in the upper right, click share, and this is the link that you want. So click copy. And I'm actually going to open it in a new window as well, my YouTube Chrome window. So we'll need that in a minute. Let's go back to Zoom, and we're going to paste that in there, and that's it. 3 items, 3 items. Hit save, and now your Zoom meeting is scheduled to your YouTube live stream. So let's see what the next step is. Going back to the infographic, we've done step 1 and 2. Step 3 is get your live stream embed link from YouTube. What on earth is that? Well, we just go back here to this page that I opened. And at any YouTube page below the video, they make these really easy to embed in other places. So you click that sharing button, you click embed. You don't read this, that's for robots, not for you. You just click copy. And let's go and see what the next step is on our infographic. It says copy the live stream embed link into Buzzit. And we haven't even created a Buzzit event yet. So let's just do that right now. It just takes a second. Let's go to buzzit.ca. I am logged in. I'm just going to click create event. I'm going to click online, but we could use a live stream through YouTube for a hybrid event too. I think we're on live stream test 06. The timing, it's good to make the timings match. It keeps everything together, but you don't really have to. So July 14th at 3:00 p.m. margarita time. All right. And organizer name, John from Buzzit. Click next. Do we want an event chat? Heck yes. Do we want a live stream? Okay. Q&A board, why not? Audience favorite vote, maybe next time. We could change this later. Click next step. And then into this area, we place that embed code, hit tab, and voila, through the magic of Buzzit, you have just embedded a Zoom live stream into an event site. So click setup and you're done. Well, that's it. There is your event. We're going to skip this tour because that sounds like the purpose of a different video. Why don't we add the event banner just for fun so it looks really good. There we go. Resize it. And scroll down, hit submit, and that is on our page, custom graphics. Quick tip, if you don't like the yellow colors, you can change the branding completely to match your own. And so I'm going to show you what it will look like when the live stream comes through here. So this event that I've just set up is a separate event from the one I'm recording on. So I'm just going to close this one and switch over to the one I'm actually recording on already. So I've, as an attendee now, I've clicked play here. And so it says live in a couple hours, 3 p.m., John's house. When you actually go live, when you click that on YouTube, then your attendees will start seeing you immediately. So let's go back to the infographic. So we've copied the live stream into Buzzit, and it says now your live stream set up, ready to go for your event day. So what do you do on event day? Well, just what you would on Zoom. You go to Zoom, you open that pre-scheduled meeting, you get your speakers in there as well. And when you're ready, you click the More button on the bottom right-hand side and select Live on Custom Live Streaming Service. Now, I can't share what my Zoom window looks like while I'm recording in Zoom, but I have screenshotted this. There's me, handsome, pointing to the More button and the Live on Custom Streaming Service button. Do not click the Live on YouTube button because that'll just create a new YouTube live stream that's not connected to your event and you won't know where it is. Okay, so click, that's what we just did. That pre-scheduling is making everything work. So go live on custom live streaming service. I'm just going to click that in the window that I'm in right now. So I'm actually going to go live and show you what it looks like in the YouTube panel. So there we go. Click live on custom live streaming service. And you can see it says this meeting is being live streamed. Got it. And now Zoom is connecting with YouTube. This takes something like 10 seconds. And then you'll just see it. It'll open up that live streaming page that it showed you earlier. But you don't need to look at this. Where we need to look is back at YouTube. So it'll say your stream is now visible on the live stream settings page. Ready? Click go live. So let's go back to the YouTube page. I think that's this one right here. And so when I click, I've already clicked it. And so I should be coming through here in just a second. And as soon as we see me, then we can click the go live button. There we go. Is that me? That's me. Okay. I'm just going to cover myself over because there's a couple second delay here. And so when I click go live, I'm going to immediately shift over to my buzzit screen, just so that you can see what it looks like when your attendees are watching you go live. So I'll click go live, and I'm going to click over to buzzit. And this is the video. This is where the video is going to be here. It'll come through in just a second. And what I'm going to do is, as soon as I show up here, I'm going to click hide live stream because we don't want to get feedback. Okay, but there it is. When you also don't want to watch yourself on video. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to watch it. It's distracting. And so there we go. So we've gone live on buzzit. What are we at? Oh, 10 minutes and 5 seconds. That's not too bad. I know it's a bit of an investment, but you're going to save that on the back end for sure. So let's go back here. So yeah, you're live. The last step, use a second monitor or your smartphone to interact with the attendees, because you'll be talking with your speakers on Zoom. You can interact with attendees here, full screen, or you can use this on mobile as well. Or if you have a second monitor, completely up to you, okay? So going back, questions people might have at this point is, why on earth would I do this? Why not just do everything on Zoom? Well, if you've used Zoom before, you know that probably 70 to maybe a minimum 40% of your attendees don't actually show up. For the events that I go to, I like it when people actually show up when they register. So buzzit, you'll get, because it offers the convenience of 100% access for virtual events on mobile, you will get 35% more people to actually show up to your events. And I think that's what's important. We talked about how much time you're going to save with speaker setup. By going with Zoom, it's easy for the speakers and you don't have to level up to one of the really complicated conference platforms. And then finally, it is 100% on brand. So you can change these colors to suit your brand, and then you can take the next step of embedding that on your own website. So instead of running an event on Hopin or running an event on Zoom, you're running an event on your site and you're looking like the pro that you are. I would love to help you get this stuff set up. Reach out to me anytime. It's John, Jon at buzzit.ca. Thanks for listening, and looking forward to seeing you in a demo or the next video. Bye.